You probably felt it. You hop in your car on a hot summer day, crank the AC all the way up, and it still feels like a sauna. You wait, and finally, after 10 or 15 minutes, it kind of starts to feel cool, but not cold. What if I told you there's one simple trick, not a gimmick, not a pour cola into your vents hack, but a legit proven method that can make your car's AC blow ice cold in under 60 seconds, no matter how hot it is outside. This isn't clickbait, this is real, and today I'm going to show you how it works, why it works, and how you can do it right now for free. Let's get into it. So here's the thing. Most people get in their car, turn the key, or push the start button and immediately blast the AC at full power. It seems logical, right? You're hot, you want cold air, so let's make it happen fast. But here's what's actually going on under the hood. When your car has been sitting in the sun, the cabin can heat up to 140 or even 150 degrees Fahrenheit. The dashboard, the steering wheel, the seats, they all absorb heat like a sponge. But most importantly, the air ducts that lead to your AC vents are baking. So when you blast the AC, the air has to travel through superheated vents before it reaches you. So even if your AC is working perfectly, that cold air gets warmed up before it even touches your face. That's why it takes so long to feel cold. But there's a better way. Here's the hack. It's incredibly simple. Before you turn on your AC, roll down all the windows and turn on the fan, just the fan, on full blast. Let it run for about 30 to 60 seconds. Sit. Let me break down what's actually happening when you do this. When you turn on just a fan, no AC yet, you're forcing all that superheated air that's been trapped in your vents and ducts out of the system. With the windows open, that hot air has somewhere to go. It escapes the cabin fast. Now, after about a minute of blasting the fan, your vents have cooled down. They're no longer cooking from the sun. Now you can roll up the windows, hit the A/C button, and the air will travel through much cooler ducts. So what comes out of the vents is genuinely cold air, not air that's been reheated along the way. You'll feel the difference immediately. In most cases, the AC will feel 10 to 15 degrees colder than if you just turned it on from the start. Let's go a little bit deeper. This hack works because of the way heat and airflow interact in your car. When your car is parked in the sun, it turns into a greenhouse. The glass windows let sunlight in, which heats up the interior, but that heat has nowhere to go. So it builds up, especially in enclosed spaces like the air ducts and vents. Now, the first air that comes out of those vents when you turn the AC on, it's just sitting air. Been baking for hours. That's why it often smells weird too. Dust, plastic, and sometimes even mold spores have been cooking in there. By using just the fan at first and keeping the windows open, you're creating forced ventilation. The hot air gets pushed out fast and the ducts cool down with outside airflow. Then when you kick the AC on, the air doesn't get reheated before reaching you. This is the exact same logic HVAC engineers use in buildings. Before switching on cold air, they purge the system of hot, stagnant air. It makes a massive difference in efficiency. While that's the main hack, and honestly, it's all you really need, there are a few extra tips that can take your AC from good to amazing. First, always use the recirculate setting on your AC. You know that little symbol with the arrow looping in a circle? That tells your AC to reuse the air inside the cabin instead of pulling in hot air from outside. Once the inside air is cool, you want to keep cooling that air, not start over with new hot air from outside. Second, clean or replace your cabin air filter. This is a big one people miss. A dirty cabin air filter blocks airflow. If your AC feels weak, it's not always the compressor, it's often just that the air isn't flowing properly. Replacing the filter takes 5 minutes and costs less than $20.00. Total game changer. Third, don't automatically start driving the second you turn on the car. I know everyone's in a rush, but those first 60 seconds, windows down, fan on, are golden. Let the system purge the heat before trapping it in. You'll thank yourself when the AC feels cool before you even leave the driveway. Let's say you try all this and your AC still isn't cutting it. What then? There are a few things that could be going wrong. 1. Low refrigerant. This is the one mechanical reason for weak AC. Over time, refrigerant leaks out. If your air used to be cold and now isn't, you might just need a recharge. 2. A failing compressor. This is more serious, but also rare. The compressor is the heart of your AC system. If it's not pumping properly, no amount of fan tricks will help. You'll usually hear weird noises if the compressor is on its way out. 3. blend door stuck. Inside your car, there's a little flap called a blend door that controls whether hot or cold air comes out. If it's stuck halfway, you'll get lukewarm air forever. It's a cheap fix, but it does need a mechanic to diagnose. But 80% of the time, your AC is fine. It just can't compete with baked ducts and bad airflow. That's why this hack makes such a huge difference. There's a lot of bad advice online about car AC, so let's quickly bust some myths. Myth 1. You need to let your car warm up before the AC works. Nope, modern cars don't need warm-up time for AC. The moment the engine is running, the compressor is working. The problem is just that the ventilation system is too hot. That's what this hack fixes. Admit. 2, setting the AC to the coldest number always makes it work harder. Actually, in most modern cars, the AC runs at full chill whenever it's on. The number you choose just controls how long it runs before the blend doors adjust the temperature. So, yes, set it to low or 60 DEGF. Always. Myth 3. Driving faster makes the AC colder. This one is half true. More engine RPMs can help the compressor work better slightly, but the real improvement comes from better airflow through the condenser up front. If your AC is barely working at idle but gets cold while driving, you might need a new radiator fan, not a new AC. Myth 4. Turning off the AC before turning off the car protects the system. You might have heard this one from your dad or maybe even a mechanic. Always turn off the AC before shutting off the engine, or else it'll damage the compressor. This used to be partially true, but only for older cars from the 80s or early 90s. Modern vehicles, especially anything built in the last 20 years, are designed to handle power transitions automatically. Your car's ECU, engine control unit, knows exactly when to disengage the compressor during shutdown, so there's no harm in leaving the AC on when you turn the car off. When you start the car next time, it just picks up where it left off. In fact, many new cars restart with AC already on as part of climate memory features. Verdict: outdated myth. Totally safe to ignore. Myth. The colder the setting, the more fuel you waste. This one is everywhere. Don't put the AC to 60 DGF or low, it'll guzzle gas, but that's not how the system works. Here's the real deal. Your car's AC compressor runs at full power or not at all. It's either on or off. There's no in between. The temperature you set on the dashboard doesn't make the compressor work harder or use more fuel. It just tells the system when to cycle off once it reaches that temperature. So if you set it to 60 DGF, the AC will run full blast until it hits 60 DGF, then shut off. If you set it to 72 DGF, it'll shut off sooner, but it's still running at the same strength. The amount of fuel saved is almost negligible, less than a few cents per trip. So don't worry about keeping your AC cold. You won't hurt your wallet in any real way. Myth 6. If the AC isn't cold, it just needs a recharge. This one leads so many people to waste money. Yes, low refrigerant is one possible cause of weak AC, but it's not always the problem. If your AC used to work and slowly got worse over time, sure, maybe. It's low on refrigerant due to a small leak, but if your AC suddenly got warm overnight or works intermittently, the issue could be electrical, like a faulty sensor, a stuck relay, a blend door motor, or even a bad AC button. People spend $150.00 on a recharge when the real problem is a $5.00 fuse. So always diagnose before you recharge. Some auto part stores even offer free AC checks. Take advantage of that. Myth 7. More vents equals colder car. Open them all. Sounds logical, right? More vents open, more cold air coming out. But here's the thing. Your car's blower motor has a limited airflow capacity. When you open all vents at once, that air gets distributed, not increased. That means less air pressure coming out of each individual vent. If you want the coldest blast of air directly on you, close the other vents, especially ones aimed at the rear seats if you're alone in the car. That forces all airflow through fewer vents, giving you faster cooling where you want it most. And yeah, if you're giving someone a ride, don't freeze them out, but when you're solo, use the airflow to your advantage. Myth 8, you should drive with the windows down until it cools off. We've touched on this a little earlier, but it's worth reinforcing. Driving with the windows down for several minutes, thinking the AC will catch up, doesn't work as well as people think. What you're really doing is letting the cold air escape and forcing the system to keep working harder to cool a space that's constantly leaking. The right method: windows down only during that first minute when you're purging hot air with just the fan. Once the AC kicks in, windows up and switch to recirculate, you'll get colder air faster and your system won't be overworked. You don't need fancy tools. You don't need a mechanic. You don't even need to spend money. This one simple change to how you use your AC can make every drive in summer more comfortable and your car way more efficient. If this helped you, hit that like button. If you're going to try this tomorrow, drop a comment and let me know how it worked for you. And if your AC still isn't cold, I'm making a full video on DIY troubleshooting car AC problems, so hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Stay cool out there. Peace.